Peace, peace, peace. Getting back on the live once more again, speaking about 2 cycles, man. 2 cycles and 4 seasons. But before I speak on what I want to speak on, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakwadash, and Abba Baal. So with me starting this lesson off today, and I hope this lesson be edifying for the Akwath and the Akim that's out here laboring, man. The Akwath and the Akim, or the males and the females, the brothers and the sisters, the kings and queens, the gods and the goddesses that choose to view this live. So I'm on my live again, speaking about 2 cycles, man. For under the rulership of Edom, Esau, man, we always believed that there was winter, summer, spring, and fall in that order. But we never knew that it was supposed to go by a divine order, by God's order. Many of us choose to understand the ways of the wicked, and many of us follow the ways of the wicked. So, in Jeremiah, God talks about go not into the forest like the heathen and cut down a tree and deck it with gold. And that's what we were doing on Christmas. We were going out like the heathen, cutting down trees, or now buying furnace trees, plastic trees, iron trees, fake trees, whatever you want to call those trees, like the heathen. We cut those trees down and we take those trees in our house and we deck it with gold. We deck it with silver. But see, following the ways of the heathen is what don't cause us to do one thing that the Bible spoke on, that God spoke on. You understand what I'm saying? The thing that it caused us to do was perish for lack of knowledge. So let me get on here and speak on 2 cycles. You have the life cycle, and you have the cycle of the dead. You have 4 seasons. And those seasons are as stated: spring, summer, fall, then winter. You understand what I'm saying? Now, the way that we were taught was after January the 1st, this was the new year. You understand what I'm saying? Not understanding that Julius and Augustus were added into our calendars. Not understanding at the same time the main factor. And the main factor and the reasons for why I'm going live is because we've been swindled and bamboozled, lied to, tricked. And I thought tricks were for kids. But we've been tricked by thinking that the new year was January the 1st. Still in the winter solstice, the cycle of the dead, where there's no life, where the trees have not experienced growth or change, where things are at a standstill. You understand what I'm saying? The cycle in which the devil operates and prays for the death of the sun in the winter solstice. You know, not trying to be racist or funny, because I'm not that type of person. But you know, around the summertime, white people say, I can't wait for it to get cold. Nobody ever asked the question of why they like it cold. Their body temperatures run at 80 degrees Fahrenheit, while our body temperatures run at 99 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit. They have dog glands within their DNA strand. I'm not trying to be racist, but when a white person get wet, the first thing you smell is dog, unless they use some type of chemical to throw off that smell. Now, with that being said, many of us never understood that God was born in the springtime. Many of us never understood that God was born in the United States. Many of us never understood that the state persecuted your so-called Jesus, killed and so-called hung him on a cross. The state, the same state in which persecutes and kills God's chosen, the same state in which acts as if it seeks justice. But in reality, we find out that we are in the midst of standing in between just us. It's a sad factor. when we are lied to, swindled, and bamboozled out of the truth. So, in the day of 2021 in March, you're starting to find out that God is now showing his power. He's showing his power. States want to open up and they want to have things in which the way it used to be, and it will never go back to the way it used to be because we've been lied to. We've been swindled. We've been bamboozled. We've been tricked. We've been mind fucked. I'm sorry to say it, but I got to get on here and I got to be truthful. You know, they convince people that if you take the COVID-19 vaccine, that things will go back to normal. Now, how many people have took this vaccine at mass vaccination sites, and you're still finding out that things are now ramping up and getting worse? I'm here to tell you that the Bible says the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. The Bible also says one thing that a lot of y'all ain't understanding. The ending of Esau, Edom, Jacob is the beginning that follow. So who got next, black people? We been at the bottom. For those who were at the bottom will one day rise to the top. Who got next, black people? For we been in bondage and in chains. Who got next? That's what I want to know. If you say that you are a real believer, you know the truth and the honesty of God's geometry, who got next? If you been at the bottom, they say that those at the bottom will one day be at the top. You understand what I'm saying? Those in bondage will one day be free. Who got next? I ain't heard a Chinese person speaking about the deaths that's been going on in our communities. I ain't heard a white person that speak about the deaths that's been going on in our communities. I ain't heard an Arab person speaking about the deaths that's been going on in our communities. I ain't heard a Japanese person speaking about the deaths that's been going on in our community. I ain't heard a Buddhist. I ain't heard a Hindu. I ain't heard nobody from no other nation speaking on what's going on with the so-called black people. But I have seen imports and exports making all type of miraculous types of finances off black people. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, Arabs coming into our communities, white people coming into our communities, Chinese people coming into our communities. They get these beautiful homes. They get these beautiful landscapes. They get these buildings that were never built up. And the only thing we get is to go into those buildings and pay our money. And if we don't pay the way we weigh, then we got to get the hell out the door. I'm sick of it. And God's sick of it. So God trying to tell you who got next. He's trying to show you who got next. White people, you're losing your property. You're losing your finances. Chinese people, you're losing your property. You're losing your finances. Arab people, you're losing it. Damn it. Oh, you still praying to Jesus. I thought that it was Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Bukakwadash, and Abal. And I thought that we was all supposed to give all praises by saying Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kal Halal, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Bukakwadash. But we don't do that. We calling on Jesus. The same Jesus that allowed for black people to be persecuted and put into slavery. The same Jesus that allowed for white people to think they were better than black people until they read the Bible and understood that his hair was a wool, His skin was bronze, Feet bronze, Hair made of wool, white as snow. Eyes as red as a flame. That sound like a black man to me, especially if he get drunk. You know, black people, we drink a little bit, but when we get drunk, our eyes tend to turn a little red, damn it. Black people, you know, if you dark skinned and you decide to stay in the sun a lot more often than anybody that's light skinned, you know that your feet, your skin gonna be the color of a penny. It's gonna be bronze. And you know, if you get old age, damn it, you know, if you came into this world and you had black hair, by the time you leave up out of this motherfucker, your hair is pearly white. And the only people that I know that have woolly hair, the only people that I know that have woolly hair is a so-called black man, non-etheric, woolly haired being. So when you speaking to God, you better know you speaking to the I am, the great I am. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you ain't speaking to God, then you ain't speaking to nobody but self. But let me remind you that he that is within you is greater than he that is within the world. So he that is within you is better than he that is within self. Because that he that's within you is God. That he that is within self is selfish. Envious, jealous in all his ways. God don't have to step up and step in and show wrath. Show wrath on the United States of America. Show wrath. On the Edomites. Show wrath on those so-called Christians. So now they're talking about impending doom. I've been speaking about impending doom for the past 9, 10 years. I've been speaking about we got next for the past 15 years. I've been speaking about the crucial reality of the fact that we were never your slaves. We were never your indentured servants. We weren't. You just thought it was all right for us to be. Damn it. You thought it was all right to turn us into a district service from sharecroppers that owned our land. You thought it was all right to come over on slave ships and convince our people that, we would give you 40 acres and a mule, when our people were stupid enough to not even realize that we had the 40 acres and the mule. The only thing that y'all did was you did a contract that made it seem as if you were going to give us the 40 acres and a mule, and you kept it all to your damn self. 40 acres and a mule. Come over here making broken promises to our ancestors and our elders. Now grandmama don't gone and great granddaddy don't gone and all of them don't gone. And now you got the children who don't know no better. Those of you who been in politicians in the office for years, centuries, and decades. You had a mass plan to evacuate and get rid of God's chosen people. You had a mass plan to exterminate us. First you evacuated us off of our lands and you put us in what you would call these motherfucking confinements or projects or ghettos. But at the end of the day, we don't even realize that these were Indian reservations. Indian reservations. So you thought that you owned us, because now that you don't took the children up off the land, the grandchildren up off the land, and you put them in spots that they were ordained to by the state, you feel now that they don't know no better. We own them. But see, God's starting to wake his children up. And I got to keep this real. Because many of us are coming into that truth and the honesty of God's geometry, and we starting to wake up and we starting to realize that something ain't right. Remember when I marched on High Point Police Department? Remember when I marched in Durham? Remember when I went to Virginia? Remember when I went to Connecticut? Remember when I went to New York? Remember when I went to Chicago? Remember when I went to Wisconsin? Kenosha? Remember all the places that I've been all throughout my life, marching. It was for a purpose. It was for a reason, because I told myself a long time ago that one day, when Samson the lion realizes that Samson is a lion, you understand that when a king is a king in his jungle, can nobody in that jungle replace that king but the king himself. So when the king don't realize he the king in the jungle, it's easy for a poacher to be able to trap this lion. But when a king realizes who he is and where he is, damn it, ain't no way around it. So I said that when the drug dealers stop realizing that they don't have to sell drugs, when the gangbangers stop realizing that they don't have to gangbang to protect each other, when they start unifying and helping each other and being unified as one and not as many, damn it, when they realize that, we won't continue to kill each other off and beat each other up and get locked up for purposes of dismantling our structure, in which was supposed to be used as a foundation to build on. So I said, when these individuals start realizing that they're not peasants, that they are kings, when they stop realizing that they ain't a cat, that they're a lion, damn it, it's going to be trouble for those of you who held them in bondage. It's going to be trouble for those of you who held them in incarceration. It's going to be trouble for those of you who killed their people off. Damn it, when they realize that they're lying, and a damn thing that the United States of America can do. You understand what I'm saying? Because, see, it ain't the United States of America that's allowing for those individuals to realize exactly who they are. No, it's God. I ain't getting on here trying to preach, but I'm getting on here trying to teach. If this ain't a lesson in which you feel is for your ears, for your mind, for your heart, for your body, for the knowing, get the hell up out this life. This might not be for you at this point in time, but one day it will be. Take your time, young lion, young lioness, because each one teach one. And when you teach one, you reach one. Please understand that in order for us to know where we are, first we have to be rooted. You can't be planted in the ground as a seed and expect to be a plant tomorrow. You can't expect to be a flower tomorrow. You can't expect to be a bud 5 hours from now. But you can expect growth. That's the only thing you can look forward to, is knowing that you're going to go from one stage to the next. Knowing that you're not going to be at a standstill. Knowing that you're not going to be hindered. Knowing that you're going to go to a new level of elevation. Point blank, period. You can't stay a seed forever. Because once you get rooted in the ground, then the only thing that you understand is what goes up must come down. You understand what I'm saying? And the reason I'm saying what goes up must come down is because when a seed is planted into the ground, it starts off as a seed. it then becomes rooted, and the roots end up going into the ground while a flower goes up. Well, in the midst of all of these things happening, there's a rebirth of the same individual, the same seed, the same platform in which used to exist because it was once up, and in a time frame it has to go down. You understand what I'm saying? But because it has to go down, you have to understand that with it going down, there's going to be a time where another time comes around where it comes back up again. So this is allowing us to understand that there's life in the death cycle. There's life in the death cycle. But anything that does not die does not live. You understand what I'm saying? So, with that being said, man, take off that old man. Put on that new man. The old world in which you were used to living by and things in which you used to do, get used to not doing them no more. Get used to change. For the good. Some of y'all gonna be in your feelings. Because eventually you won't be able to do a lot of the things you used to do. The world in which you knew it as is no longer. It's gonna take a lot for y'all to grasp, to understand this. But take your time. It's much needed. Stop playing around with life for what it is, because it's granted to you as a present for you to be in the present. Right now, this very day is a gift from God. That's why it's called the present. If you don't honor the present, if you don't love the present, if you don't respect the present, if you don't care for the present, then you will be nothing but a mere memory of the past, because your present won't make it into your future. I'm hoping that I'm saying enough for y'all to really be able to grasp some life out of death. I'm hoping that eventually y'all pay attention that times are going to be hard. I'm hoping that y'all understand that food shortages are coming. I'm hoping that y'all understand that a high rise in gas prices are coming. I'm hoping that y'all understand that there's going to be a high demand in inventory, and that inventory won't be there. Take what I'm saying as a joke. Live your life to the best of your ability. Live your best life, and you're going to find out that eventually you're going to be living in your worst conditions. Take what I'm saying for granted. But to those of y'all who understand and know the way, know the truth of honesty of God's geometry, take heed, take warning, take notice, because this shit ain't a joke no more. It's no longer a game. Back then, we were laughing, ha, coronavirus came from China. You thought it was all a joke. You thought it was a pandemic because, you started seeing that they were making money off of robbing us off of something that God had introduced to them. Now they finding out that we're losing money because we tried to make money. Now they finding out that we losing money because we try to do it our way. We ain't do it God's way. You understand what I'm saying? So our corporate America, they struggling right now. They stressed. They in hardship. Impending doom. Impending doom. Impending doom. A fourth wave coming. Impending doom. More people gonna die. Impending doom. More people gonna get vaccinations and end up losing their life because they thought that the vaccines was gonna help. Impending doom. I am legend. Impending doom. We thought that we could save you. Impending doom. I'm here to tell you that the doom in which you're going to witness, damn it, they ain't ready for it. But they thought that they were prepared. They did all they could. This is like a storybook. You ever seen a storybook just be wrote out and you already know how the ending gonna happen from the fucking beginning because you took heed, damn it. Well, some people don't take heed. They have to live through the moment to see what's going on to find out where they are in the story. So some of y'all ain't caught up to what the fuck going on in the story, but I'm here to tell you. I'm here to tell you that it looks ugly at the end. It looked tragic at the end. It looked painful at the end. It looked disgusting at the end. It looked all of those type of ways at the end. But damn it, you should have knew this from the beginning. T.D. Snake said, in the knowing of the noise. You already know what you don't know. And what you don't know, people, you already know. You just don't know that you already know. So, with that being said, get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Time waits on no man, no woman, no child. The get your houses in order. As Reverend Thomas used to say back in the 1990s, time is winding up. But some of y'all don't have enough time on your hands. You really don't. So you might end up like your brother, your sister, your cousin, your mother, your friend, your family member, somebody you was cool with, somebody you hated. You might end up like them where time just couldn't wait for them no longer to get their houses in order. You might be one of those individuals who took time for granted. You took warnings for granted. You took life for granted. You took love for granted. You took trust for granted. You took honesty for granted. Damn it. Continue. Do the eyes in which you use daily not deceive you, yet you still love the things in which you know hurts you, harms you, breaks you down like a disease in the bones. But I got to get up off my Facebook Live. I think I done put out a good enough video. A good enough video to touch somebody's soul, somebody's heart, to wake you up and allow you to understand that shit is about to hit the fan. Whose side will you be on at this point in time? Because those of you who take those vaccines, you are on the side of man. Because you believe that man will save your life. We are in the days of Noah, damn it. We're in the days of Noah where if you believe that man got you, then God gonna allow for man to keep you. And once you're kept by man, there's no turning back because you made up your mind. Now it's up to man to decide if he can keep you the way that God wanted you to be kept. But damn it, because you didn't trust in God, he gonna allow for man to disappoint you. And then man is gonna end up being disappointed within himself. Joe Biden, disappointment. Dr. Fauci, disappointment. Head of CDC, disappointment. Politicians, disappointment. I don't give a damn who you are, what your name is, how much motherfucking, what they call it, net pay you make, how much you worth. I don't give a damn. The decision in which you make is going to decide for you. Whose side you really on? You know, God cast the devil down to the earth. And he was no longer a fallen angel. He had become an actual physical being. So the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. And the earth is the devil's playground. So who you playing with right now, people? You playing with God or you playing with man? Whose side are you really on? You trust God to allow for you to live longevity and have a life with good health without the help of a doctor receding your lifespan? Or do you trust in man to think that he could give you this best life and help you with this longevity, knowing that whatever he's giving you, whatever you're receiving, is going to eventually cost you in the long run? Those of you who took those vaccines that's experiencing symptoms, don't feel bad now. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten by a serpent? Who gonna feel sorry for your ass when people been warning you for the longest amount of time that you shouldn't do this? I know you want your job. What's good, Donovan? I know you want that lavish life. I know you want to get on that airplane. I know you want to take trips. I know you want to work. I know, damn it. But so do they. And the only way that they get you is if you let them. They want this society and this world to go back the way it used to be. And they need for you to try to help them. But because you tried to help them, knowing that they never helped you, God is going to make sure that you burn in the lake of fire with them. Whatever trials and tribulations they go through, because they're your friends, you go through. Whatever heartache, hate, and pain they go through, you go through. Whatever shortages they take and losses they receive, you receive. Make up your mind, simple ones. Make up your mind. You're looking at strength. You're looking at somebody with 4 compressed bones in their neck, promised to take out 6 because 3 of them already fake with rods in my neck. And doctors are still telling me you need another surgery. You won't be able to move soon. Body don't shut down on right side, left side, right side. And I'm still out here telling myself I'm stronger than what they think I am. It might be days that I might break. It might be days I might bend. Let me say that, but I ain't going to break. It might be days I might be down, but damn it, I'll look forward to being back up. It's the intention of the will that resides within me from God, because it's also his will that I know and understand mine. Ain't that something? So, just like I said, man, I'm sorry I done been jumping on all type of stuff, but 2 cycles, man, the life cycle and the dead cycle. You know, God was born a part of this life cycle. When you worshiping the winter solstice and things of those natures, you worshiping the death cycle, man. You worshiping the death of the sun, man. That's why white people don't like the sun, man. That's why they don't like summertime. That's why they complain about springtime. That's why they have those little airplanes putting out those chemtrails trying to block out the sun, because those things look like clouds at the end of the day. They make it get dark outside and cool outside when it's a hot sunny day. Damn it. They don't like the sun. They don't have hue. They don't have melanin. We were called humans because we have hue. They decided to call themselves humanity. One giant leap for man. One huge leap for mankind. Let the Bible rephrase words that come from my mouth by saying, let us make man in our image. Well, out of triple stage darkness comes light. Same as if a dark-skinned man can make different color spectrums of babies. Just put it that way. A dark-skinned man, a dark-skinned woman can make a light-skinned baby, a brown baby, a chocolate baby, a white baby, however you want to call it, albino. We can make all the colors. You understand what I'm saying? But a Chinese and a Chinese can only make a Chinese baby. A white woman and a white man can only make a white baby. An African woman and an African man can only make an African baby. An Arab woman and an Arab man can only make an Arab baby. But a black man and a black woman can make every color of every race of every individual person on planet Earth. So with that being said, they don't like the sun. The sun is what gives the world life and us life, and yet they hate it. They try to stop it from delivering his glory and showing his presence, because they want to feel like they are what gives the world life. They give you your technology, they give you your mechanics, they give you your classes, they give you your religion, they give you your clothing, they give you your customs, they give you your traditions, they give you your culture, they give you your God. But see, God trying to step in and tell y'all now that I come to give y'all something that they can't give you, life. Do you choose life over death? I choose life. I choose life. So with that being said, man, I'm going to end my live with saying Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Call halal Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Kakwadash, and Abba Baba.